Oleksandr Usyk has officially called out Tyson Fury and challenged him to an undisputed world heavyweight title showdown to decide once and for all who the best is in the heavyweight division. Now, Fury took to social media quickly after Usyk's second victory over Anthony Joshua and basically said that the pair of them were rubbish and that it is the worst or one of the worst world heavyweight title fights he's ever seen. That was Tyson Fury's response. In the past, Tyson Fury has said that Usyk is a middleweight, that he'll beat him easy, etc., etc. And so with all that being said, surely we should be hearing that Tyson Fury's people are now talking to Usyk's people, let's say within the next couple weeks, with a view to making the Undisputed fight next. Surely we can expect that from Tyson Fury if what he's been saying is to be believed. I hope that he's a man of his word. I hope that he genuinely is as confident as he's making himself out to be, because my biggest desire for the heavyweight division has been to see an Undisputed fight, irrespective of who the contestants are. When AJ lost to Andy Ruiz, go look at the videos. I was saying I hope AJ doesn't take the immediate rematch for several reasons, but one of them being, if he takes the immediate rematch, it's going to slow down the process of establishing an Undisputed champion. Whereas if he doesn't take the immediate rematch, Ruiz goes on to fight the winner of Deontay Wilder versus Luis Ortiz, or whoever Wilder was fighting at the time. I think it was Ortiz after that. So I wanted to see the Undisputed ASAP, regardless who partakes in it. Same situation now, because we haven't had an Undisputed champion in the heavyweight division since Lennox Lewis, and we've never had an Undisputed champion in the 4-belt era at heavyweight. So this is for history. Let's see it. Usyk says he's on it. I've got no reason to doubt him because he stepped up to the plate each and every time. He fought everybody in their backyard at cruiserweight and took their belts off him. He fought AJ in his backyard and took his belt off him at Tottenham, beat him again in a rematch in Saudi Arabia, which is supposed to be neutral territory. But when you look at one of the judges' scorecards, how neutral can that territory really be? And AJ's more familiar with that region than Usyk is. So Usyk's done it all and he's never backed down from any challenge. He's beaten everybody. So let's see Tyson Fury versus Oleksandr Usyk next. No BS, no excuses, no, oh, you need to pay me $500 million or any of this rubbish. No, oh, he's a middleweight, so I'd beat him. See, this is another thing that Mayweather used to do. Mayweather's fans would always jump on this. Mayweather would say things like, I don't need to fight that guy because he's got such and such a problems, or he lost this fight, or it's obvious I'd beat him, so I don't need to fight him. He'd always make excuses for not fighting certain people. I don't want to see Tyson Fury and his fans attempt to do anything like that with Usyk, because we don't crown people the best in the division based upon who you think they would beat. That's not how it's done. It's based upon who they actually do beat. It's not based on your opinion. There are lots of people who have opinions and their opinion is that Fury beats Usyk. Okay, that's cool. We can't crown him the Undisputed champion based on an opinion. We have to have the situation decided in the ring. End of. Any talk of let's not decide it in the ring, let's give Fury the crown anyway because it's obviously he beat Usyk, that means you're a fanboy. Facts. So forget all the fanboy nonsense. Let's do the fight next. There is no excuses now for not doing it next. And soon. Not longing it out for 18 months or something. Next. In fact, by early next year, no later than summer next year, Usyk versus Fury needs to happen because Usyk, of course, has got mandatories. He's got all these belts. IBF, WBA, WBO. Hrgovic just became IBF mandatory with his win over Zhang. Contentious win, but still a win. The IBF tend to expedite their mandatories quicker than the other sanctioning bodies. I'm expecting them to call for or to order Usyk versus Hrgovic before the other sanctioning bodies order their mandatories. Therefore, we need to sort this deal out for the Undisputed fight before any of that happens, before Usyk ends up getting stripped. Let's sort it out. Frank Warren, you should be on the phone to Usyk's people. Bob Arum, you should be on the phone to Usyk's people like this week. What are you waiting for? Don't give anybody any reason to doubt that you lot are bang on it. And Fury in particular, don't give anyone any reason to doubt that you're bang on it. Let's have this fight. And in terms of how I see the fight going, the tactics that both guys could use, I'll cover that in a separate video. Until next time, I'm out. If you're tired of the biased narratives and mass censorship on mainstream platforms, and you want to be part of a community of critical thinkers who love free speech just as much as you do, then come and join me on Patreon. and access my weekly no-holds-barred, censorship-free podcast where we lift the lid on a wide variety of controversial topics. It's not mainstream friendly, it's not politically correct, but that's the whole point. We dare to stand as a beacon of reason against an army of insanity. Just head on over to my Patreon page and select the tier called Hatman Hot Topics. You'll gain access to a minimum of 2 hours of exclusive content every single week, including podcasts, videos, interviews, live stream Q&As, as well as my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. Not to mention a vast back catalog of hundreds of hours of previous episodes. You can listen via the Patreon app with the option to download in high quality MP3. We've also got an Element group where you can come and chat and hang out with myself and other members. Unlike Discord, it has full end-to-end encryption, is decentralized, and is 100% censorship free. You can also send voice notes as well as much larger audio and video files than you can on Discord. So come and sign up on Patreon. There's no contract, there's no commitment, you can cancel at any time, and it's cheaper than a cup of coffee. So I'll see you over there. I'm out.